has denied carrying drugs, but where he's sitting, there's a custom surveillance camera monitoring his every move.
So he's trying to dump something over his pocket.
He was fidgeting about in his trousers and I saw him drop his package.
Busted on Border Patrol Monday.
Hello and welcome to Agenda. I'm Simon Dello. Coming up on the program today, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade, Phil Goff, talks about New Zealand's shifting alliances in a changing world order. Immigration Minister Paul Swain fronts on the state of our immigration service after a week of severe criticism. And the President of the Auckland Refugee Council speaks out over the Iraqis the government wants to expel. We'll also have all our regular features, of course. Media commentator Simon Pound looks at an advertising catchphrase becoming part of our vernacular.
Well, we're trying to be cheeky and having a bit of fun, as opposed to offensive.
Our dairy reporter Duncan Wilson heads to Auckland's Karangahape Road, where he meets some very laid-back locals on K Road.
No, not really, no news. Well, what we see up here is pretty much as our day rolls.
And of course we'll hear from two more of our backbenchers. On our media panel today, Fran O'Sullivan, Assistant Editor of the New Zealand Herald, and Nick Venter, Senior Journalist at the Dominion Post. Welcome to you both. As always, we begin the program with a look back at the stories of the week. Well, obviously the ministers are fronting today, which is good news. But Nick, the other story that caught your attention?
Well, John Tamahiri's cats. I think you can insult front bums. You can be rude about queers. You can call your colleagues smarmy. But I think cat lovers is a group of New Zealanders that's not been tested before as a political force. But I think Mr Tamahiri is going to find they're a very powerful and passionate lobby, and this might just be the last straw.
Cut across all political groups.
Well, yes, I don't think it's a I don't think it divides on the left and right.
It may seem a superficial issue, but it does go deeper than that, doesn't it, really?
Well, I think it gets into an issue of character, really, which perhaps tends to indicate that John Tamahiri can be a fairly sort of flaky sort of guy. And I agree with Nick. I think it does raise some issues, you know, which are broader than just mere internal politicking about his colleagues.
Is this the straw that breaks the camel's back?
Oh, I don't know. I think it might have been broken before. I think it was broken, personally, at the moment the government did the seabed and foreshore legislation, and Tamahiri had to front. I think that's really what has queered his pitch, irrespective of all the internal stuff.